Are you looking for a super fast and easy morning skincare routine, but not one that's just super fast and easy, one that also is really effective, especially for those of us that have more mature skin or we're over 40 and we just want to kind of step up our skincare game, but we're not trying to use 20, 30, 40 different skincare products? Not only is this going to be a two-step skincare routine that is super effective, but I'm also going to share products that are super affordable. The very first thing that I like to do when I start any skincare routine is I always like to put something on that allows me to have access to my neck and my chest. You know, I feel like in our 20s and 30s, a lot of times we kind of forgot about bringing our skincare down our neck and our chest. So I'd say in my early 40s, I really started trying to get, adamant about doing that. So I pretty much, for the most part, not all ingredients, but for the most part, everything I put on my face, I also will bring it down my neck and my chest. And if the product's not too expensive, I'll also put a little bit on my shoulders as well. So I just get these like little spa wraps on Amazon, and everything I talk about, I will link down below. And some products I do have discount codes for, so I will link everything down below in the description box below this video. This routine is really just 2 steps, maybe 3 steps if you've got that extra time. But the very first thing I do every single morning is I cleanse my face. Now, some of you don't even need to cleanse your face. Perhaps your doctor tells you just splash your face with water. If that works for you, go for it. But for me, I always have to gently cleanse my face every single morning to get off all of the products and, layers of stuff that I might put on the night before. These 2 are my all-time favorite cleansers. This one is by the brand is Clinical. This one is my absolute favorite cleanser of all time. But if I use it, I don't just put it on and then rinse it off right away, because then, what's the point? I'm rinsing all these good ingredients down the drain. So when I use this, I will put it on my face just with my fingers, and then I'll go brush my teeth, and then I rinse it off. Because if I am spending a little bit more on a cleanser, I do want to get all the benefits of all the antioxidants and all the really good resurfacing ingredients that are in this. But after I use this, my skin has such a nice glow because it has super gentle ingredients in it that will help resurface my skin and kind of start to break up some of the little dry flakies that I might acquire on my skin after using products, like a retinol or Retin-A. But you don't have to spend a ton of money on your cleanser. If you're just looking for a basic, affordable drugstore cleanser, this has been like my ride or die for probably 10 years or ever since it first came out. Today I'm using the Is Clinical Cleansing Complex. I just put a little bit of this gel-like texture cleanser in my hands, wet my hands, and then I gently massage it in with my fingers. I'll leave it on for a couple minutes, brush my teeth, rinse it, and then I'll come right back. After I cleanse my face, I always like to leave it damp. I will take a clean dry towel and just kind of pat off the excess water on my eyes just so that I can see. But when you leave your skin damp after you cleanse it, and then when you move on to your next step, especially if you just use a moisturizer, it helps to lock in that hydration that's already on your face, but it also will help other products to penetrate a little bit better. It's completely free. Just leave your face damp. You don't need any special fancy essences or hydrating mists. If your face has already dried and you do want to have it damp again, either splash it with water again, or I like to use some type of a hydrating mist. This is another one by the brand Is Clinical, but again, you could just use plain water or whatever hydrating mist works well for you. This is their copper firming mist, and I just put a few little sprays of this on my face. But again, you could just use water. If you want to add that little extra step of hydration, this is a fabulous product for that. My very next step is one that if you're in like the biggest hurry ever, you could even skip this step. But if you have a little extra time and you want to make it a 3-step routine versus just a 2-step routine, add some type of an antioxidant serum. This one, I don't talk about it that often because this one is really expensive, not gonna lie. But if you're someone who has tried this before, most of you know that this is the Mac Daddy of all, holy grail of all antioxidant serums. Not only is this an all-around amazing antioxidant serum with vitamin C, with peptides, but it's also a growth factor serum. So if you're 20 years old watching this, this is not something that you need, to start at your age. But if you're over 40, using a really good growth factor serum might be something that you want to look into. This is by the brand Skin Medica. This is their TNS Essential Serum. This one product right here has probably been the biggest game changer in the firmness of my skin, the texture of my skin. Now, I personally only buy it when I can get it on a discount. I never pay full price for this. I'm gonna reach out, I'm gonna ask and see if I could get a discount code for you guys. I'm not gonna be able to show you a dupe for this or an affordable option for a growth factor serum. I have 2 other options that I think are really, really great as your second step for an antioxidant. This is the next affordable one. This isn't a growth factor serum, but if you're dealing with dark spots, sunspots, melasma, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone like I am, this is an all-in-one really great product for that. This is by the brand MAD or MAD Skincare, and this is their Fade Gel 5, and it has 2%, a very low amount of hydroquinone. It has kojic acid, azelaic acid. It has a little bit of glycolic and a little bit of lactic acid in it as well. This is really great to lighten any of those spots that you have on your skin. But maybe you say, well, Sherry, thanks for sharing those products, but that's still not in my budget. This is a super affordable. I think this is around $10 or $12. And this is another really great antioxidant serum that you could use as your second step in your skincare routine. This is really good to help fade the sunspots, the hyperpigmentation, that excess pigment that we get on our skin. And this has niacinamide in it, and it has tranexamic acid in it. And this is by the brand Good Molecules. This is their discoloration correcting serum. So after you cleanse your face, if you have time for that step in between the very last step, throw on an antioxidant serum. So since I was talking, I need to spray my face again, and then I'm just gonna apply this serum by Good Molecules all over my face, neck, and chest. Now that I've cleansed my skin and added my antioxidant serum, I can move on to my very last step, really making this routine a 3-step routine. And again, if you wanted to leave out the antioxidant serum and just make it a 2-step routine, the product I'm gonna share with you kind of has a bunch of those antioxidants already in it. So if you're in a hurry, again, you don't need to do those other steps. You can cleanse or splash your face with water and move on to the very last step. But I do have a little bit of extra time today, so I am going to add an eye cream. This is actually an eye gel by the same brand of that serum. This is by Good Molecules. This is their Yerba Mate Wake Up Gel. This is so affordable, but this kind of beats a lot of high-end eye gels that I have tried in the past. It's not a drying gel. This is very moisturizing and hydrating, but what I love is to use this in the morning underneath my makeup because it really wakes up my eyes. If I have puffiness or, you know, my under eyes just kind of look blah and crepey, but they say it energizes the under eyes, but it really does. It's like drinking a cup of coffee for your under eyes. And I absolutely love their packaging. It comes in a tube like how your Retin-A tube is. And so when you use it up, you can, you know, fold it, bend it up or whatever. And now let's talk about the very last step and the most important step, which I know most of you already know what I'm gonna say. That is our sunscreen. But some of you might say, well, wait a minute, where's the moisturizer step? That's why I wanted to share with you these 2 products, because these are moisturizers and sunscreen all in one. So if you normally just use a pea size of your moisturizer, don't just use a pea size of this. I use about good 5 to 6 pumps of this product and a good, I'd say 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of this, if you're not sure, since this isn't in a pump. This one is one of my all-time favorites. This is by the brand Dermatology. This is a tinted moisturizer, SPF 46. The tint, any skin tone could pretty much use this because it's, even though it's got a light tint to it, it's pretty much once it blends in clear. Not only is it an SPF 46, it's my moisturizer, but it also kind of triples as my primer for my makeup all in one. This is super affordable. This is, they say, a dupe for the super popular Elta MD tinted moisturizer sunscreen, but in my opinion, I think this one is a lot better than the Elta MD. I do have a discount code for this. I think this is only like $15 or $16. It's extremely affordable. This one's empty, I just finished it. This is by the brand Pipette. This is supposedly a dupe for, I think it's the Biossance, their squalane, like moisturizer SPF. I'll pop that one up here. This is very moisturizing. For my skin, since I have combination to oily skin, I feel like it's a little bit too moisturizing for my skin, but I specifically love this because it's extremely affordable. I think this is like 15 bucks. But it's 4 ounces. That's like double the size of most sunscreens that you purchase for your face. But I don't always use this on my face. I use this on my neck, my chest, my arms. I love this sunscreen. But if you have dry skin, I think you'll really like it for your face since it's got that squalane in it. If you have oily or combination skin, it might be a little bit too moisturizing for your skin. So that's why I wanted to show you these 2 options. They're both super affordable. This one I think is good for dry skin, oily skin. Neither one of these ever break me out. So if you are in the biggest hurry ever and you just want to cleanse your face really quickly or just splash it with water and then skip all those other steps and just go straight to these sunscreens, not any sunscreen, but these are two in particular because, like I said, these are moisturizing, so it's your moisturizer and sunscreen in one, but they both have really good antioxidants in it. So if you are in the biggest hurry and you don't have time for that antioxidant serum, this one specifically has a really high amount of niacinamide in it, not a high percentage, but it's high up in the ingredients. This also has vitamin E, it has hyaluronic acid in it, just an all-around really amazing moisturizing sunscreen. So even though this routine was a 2 or 3 step skincare routine, I just wanted to throw in a couple extra options if you have the time or if it's in your budget. But I hope sharing these super affordable products, not just affordable, but really effective products, helped you as well. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel, and if you did like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.